Alright, Travis Wingood. So we're in the process of saving this other movie or video, and then I'll upload it while I talk with you. Did I? I don't think I did. Uh-oh. So let me do that real quick. I got a picture to use for that video. Yep, Burning Nelson Constitution. Yeah, it's how the religious freedom movement of the church is actually destroying the Constitution if they can get away with it. And we will not be suppressing any religions other than the church, because they're not a religion if they suppress others' religions. But that's part of a moral dilemma conservative abusers and bullies think they got people in. Oh, you don't want to, when we go low, you don't want to kick us, because then you'll be doing what we do. No, it's called justice. What we're doing. We're holding you accountable. Don't you dare try to claim that we're the bad guys for what you've done. So yes, when they go low, you kick them. And you haul them off and lock them up. And the problem is Democrats don't. Oh no, we can't do that. So this is a religious twist on that, in that when Mormons find out the church is true, not if, when, what do they do? What do they do about religion? What do they do about morality? And so, yes, when the church goes low, I kick them with a video, calling it out and exposing it. And so, if Mormons choose to live in a fantasy world and refuse to listen, refuse to accept truth, that's on them. But the rest of us who have left, that's something we have to all deal with. Even myself, I had to deal with it. Okay, the current church isn't true. What do I pursue now? How do I establish my moral standards and values? And Christians are just drooling, waiting for Mormons to leave Mormonism so that they can pounce like injury attorney lawyers. And so one such person, It's Me Jessie, she started her YouTube video channel because Mormon elders came knocking at her door, and she started listening to them. She should have waited for her father and her pastor to warn her, but she thought she could handle it on her own as an adult, and so she started investigating the church, and sure enough, she found out it was false, and did videos about what she was investigating about the church. And of course Mormons, attacked her. You have Kwaku, who lusted after her and called her ad hominems. But Mormons don't think, hey, wait a minute, she's investigating the church. Why are you attacking her? Don't you want her to join? Do you think that attacking someone will make them want to join? What the hell is wrong with you? Leave her alone. If there's an error she makes, correct the error. You can make a comment saying, Jesse, you have a major flaw in your argument. Brigham Young was indeed a Satan worshiper. And so our church is not cult, it's a cult. Again, when will Mormons figure this out and leave the church? That's the big question on everybody else's minds. Alright, the other video is ready for uploading. LDS Church. Too many with LDS Church. Religious freedom movement to destroy Constitution. There we go. So she asked me, knowing that I've been kicked out of the church, as I think she was hoping I was going to convert to her church and I could have her as my guidance counselor into her religion. And so she asked, so do you have any plans for another religion? Which religion do you affiliate with now? And I, of course, told her, well, the ancient Egyptians were the origin of all religion on earth. I'm going to continue to pursue them. Never heard back from her. She wanted more information on Sidney Rigdon. I gave it to her. Oh, whoops. Yeah. No. Wrong video. Yes, I understand. Delete it. Wow, 2 likes with 5 views for the secret combination under Democrats. Not that file. Let's see, religious freedom movement. There we go. And so in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we have a lot to shed when we leave Mormonism. And we're going to have to get the secret combination for this one, I think. So hold on a second. Let's see, it's under B for Vernon. Vernon Nelson Constitution. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to have to pay attention on the video. What mix? I don't do mix. Why do you keep putting mix as a recommended? What the hell is wrong with you, analytics? So, secret combination Calomira. Awesome name. And I can't believe they put this other one, the 2008 Eurovision Song Contest, which, yes, I did watch, but the majority, it was just that one time. The majority should recognize the one I do each and every single time. So, so hopefully that wasn't enough of a note to have YouTube go, oh, no, you're plagiarizing. But yeah, this involves exposing YouTube's morality as immoral. Alright, LDS crimes, LDS Lucifer symbol, True Mormonism 101, goes with, well, DNC Last Days Prophecies. Have to put it in the playlist for you. I didn't do that on my first channel, and so people were wanting me to do playlists. Not too many people use playlists anyway. I finally figured out last week how to adjust the home page to put all the church history stuff together into a section for you there. I don't think anybody's using that either. No, not Trump resistance. Well, I did talk about them, didn't I? News, comment review, Dr. Death. I didn't talk about coronavirus. Knowing me, knowing you. investigating. No, it's not a prophecy thing. Warning, psycho Mormon games, religious, holiest news, nonsense. Nope, not reopened. Corrected Mormonism, Mormon culture, Mormonism. So many playlists. It takes hours just to go through to find out which ones I'm supposed to select for this. And then YouTube went and flipped them on me. I had them all set up to have the ones I don't use at the bottom. And then YouTube flipped them on me. Oh, that messed me up. They purposely did it. Just to annoy me. Because again, that's what you do when you're a Mormon. You retaliate. Because you're the true church of crime and evil. Okay, it does constitute Bible lessons. Yeah, I've now got the pre-LDS April 2021 conference in here for you as a playlist. So not only posts, because we can still do posts up and during this time, we can do carries over into both. The Fallen America, Constitution has fallen. The church is helping for that end. Mormon debates. I should stop the video and then blah blah blah, but because I'm sure you guys are bored and you're going, oh crap, Travis, we were interested in this title until you're doing this. So are we done? Are we done? I guess. Hold all comments, sort by newest, show the thumbs down to show who my bullies and abusers are, and we've got uploading that's going to be done in 24 seconds. Okay, so I need to check. There's a DVD that I never thought I would see again. Oh, man, what the hell's going on? There's no ice. There's no storm. Why is it taking you so long? Somebody knew. That's how Amazon does it. They hire you and then immediately fire you and hire somebody else new. It's like the church. They always have ads for want ads for people to work at their vaults in the caves in the mountain, and you can always see the cleaning job there. It's because that job's always available. And for good reason. Alrighty. So where were we? Morality. What do we do after we leave the Mormon church? After we leave, not if we leave. So yes, the first thing is magic underwear. Do we still wear it? Will we actually be cursed if we stop wearing the magic underwear? I'm here as a witness to testify. Is this? No. We have 2 more weeks before Fast Sunday. And the sharing of testimonies. I'm here to tell you that taking off your garments is wrong, and so therefore the church is true. No, it's not an AA meeting. Stop it. But yeah, you have to figure out a whole new wardrobe. But are you supposed to now dress like a man whore or a slut? No. I mean, that's one of the problems that Mormons who do leave encounter is they think that, oh, okay, well, nothing matters anymore. I'm just going to do my sexual fantasies, my wildest dreams, commit all sorts of crime, because the church isn't true. And for having said that, there are going to be bots who are going to put a comment linking me to a sex site. And then I'm going to have to spam and report them to YouTube, and they'll keep coming back. Gee, they're allowing me to process these videos so fast this morning. Wow. Oh, we have a thumbs down. He was alerted finally to my video. So, alrighty. The damage to Mormon and ex-Mormon women, nobody's interested. Nobody cares. But the church doesn't care. That's doing well. But the one that's really doing well is the predator danger alert. Everybody who watches it likes it. We're just having trouble getting people to watch it. So there's the video recommendation for you. Let me give you the full title. Predator Danger Alert, LDS Prophets Grooming Mormon Youth Battalion. I got actual video clips in that video. So, viewer beware. You will learn the church is pure evil. And thus, when are you going to leave, Mormons? You can't just ignore it and say it doesn't exist, because they're coming for you. How many of your loved ones have been affected by coronavirus, for one example? Nelson's the cause of it. Mormons are now in church, if they have the 9 o'clock hour. They've just finished with their sacrament meeting, and they're now going home, because that's what Mormons do, especially now with the 2-hour block. They switch off between the Doctrine and Covenants lessons with the Priesthood and Relief Society lessons. But again, what do we do about scriptures? You know, do we bother to study church history still? Do we bother to practice religion? Or do we become atheists, agnostics, hedonists? So many to choose from. You know, do we just give up because the church was wrong and evil and bad? No. See, now you got to do the hard part. And the thing is, Joseph Smith already helped us with this. The first vision of all things. Who would have thunk it? Joseph Smith says, I went to the various churches, attending their meetings as often as I could. I couldn't figure it out. They're all contradicting each other. They're all wrong. I don't know who's right from among all of them, because they can't all be right. So either one is right or they're all wrong. How do you determine it? Well, the church made that simple for us, in that he realized that you follow the process in Alma chapter 32, starting in verse 28. It's in the Bible. It's just for some reason, Christians, as Joseph Smith explains in the first vision, they all interpret it differently. No, there's only one science of agriculture. You take a seed, which we liken unto the word, you plant it in the soil, you water it, you give it sunlight, and the consequences will follow, called fruit, works. That's what is meant when Jesus says, you will know a false prophet by his fruits, not by his seed, not by his actions of watering and dunging and giving sunlight, protecting it from bugs, from tares and weeds, thorns and thistles, briars and noxious weeds, to afflict and torment man. No, by the end result. So the ends do not justify the means. The ends do justify the means. The means don't justify the ends. So when people say in the movies, oh, the ends justify the means. Well, okay, but you're committing a crime and you're expecting the end result to be good? Seriously? No. That's saying the means justify the end. What you're really saying when you say the ends justify the means is that I'm going to ask forgiveness rather than ask permission. And so, yes, the ends justify the belief and the action taken from that belief. Because you will know them by their fruits. So, somebody wants to commit an act of abuse. What is the end result? You've taken away somebody's life, liberty, and property. That's a crime. You're going to go to prison. Unless you're the church or somebody rich or the police, then you get away with it. But the rest of us, we suffer the consequences of our actions if they are wrong. And so do what is right, let the consequences follow. Battle for freedom in spirit and truth, might, whatever. And so we need to understand that if we're going to live an ex-Mormon life of having sex with every single girl we meet, well, first of all, you're hopefully going to encounter some rejection. I hope. Like Pink's song, Your Hand. You're going home alone. But, or say, okay, well now I'm no longer under the word of wisdom. I'm going to start doing drugs, drinking, and smoking. Have you not paid attention to those who are alcoholics, drug users, and smokers? If you, your DNA says you should avoid all of those. God got away with it in both Oh God and Oh God Book 2 and whatever they call them. They lived to a ripe old age as a cigar smoker. But there are too many of us, though, that do get the lung cancer and the other problems and problems with the fetus in a mother's womb, etc., etc., etc. So again, you have to understand consequences when leaving the church. So don't go do drugs, have unsafe sex, smoke, and other crimes. So morality in that sense is correct if it's understood from Joseph, not from the church. That our consequences determine what is good behavior. And so anything that's idolatry, you haven't figured that out yet? Oh no, I stepped on a crack. I've broken my mother's back. No, you haven't. Cut it out. That's a sarcastic metaphor. So, Yeah, there is no magic protection with the Mormon underwear. Women can go to wearing thongs. I do understand it's uncomfortable for women. Cotton panties also work just nicely for us guys. I mean, for women to wear. But what other things are there? Choosing a religion, I guess we'll go to that one again. As Christians are drooling for Mormons to come to their church, it's only for suckers and losers. Because if you've been a Mormon because of the mythology of the church, and then found out that Joseph Smith looked at a rock in a hat, and so you're pissed that the church isn't true because of that, from one mythology to another, seriously? Again, the first vision kind of leads people astray if you consider it was a real story. Because there's many errors that says it's not a real story. Joseph Smith was encoding stuff in it for us to figure out. And so if you understand that the Book of Mormon says that we're supposed to have been the learning of the Jews rather than Christian, why then would the Christian Christ with a Mormon twist appear physically before Joseph Smith? What? We're Jewish, Joseph. What are you doing saying that Jesus Christ of the Gospels appeared to you? It's bad enough that we have Jesus Christ of the Gospels appearing to the American Indians. Again, code. Because Joseph well understood his role in the latter days under the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. I've gone over that with you. And so, yeah, for me, I had pursued that education. So I had already gone into my local bishop saying, hey, stop doing translation work. Why you're bothering coming to church then? If you're going to continue to show that Joseph Smith is a translator, you're making the apostles and prophets look bad. Really? I'm making them look bad. I'm still laughing over Nelson's failed attempt to define Israel. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Under Joseph's organization, Nelson was supposed to be Israel. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've missed those videos where I went over it with you. And so for me, yeah, ancient religion is where it's at. It just doesn't exist. So I myself I could actually design it. I'm not rich enough to do so. I've got the scriptures. Yes, I've fulfilled the prophecy of Ezekiel 37. I've also fulfilled the biblical, or the Book of Mormon prophecy by Lehi, who says that the brass plates are going to go throughout all the world and never be tarnished or with time, blah, blah, blah. I've done it. I figured it out, and I've done it. It's real simple, real easy. But if you're thinking in terms of mythology and mystical magic, superstition, supernatural things, is it CBS that's debris or whatever they're advertising for? I have no interest in it. If it was an apocalyptic alien invasion story, yeah, I'd be all over that. But people flying around defying the laws of gravity and defying the laws of physics, no. Have no interest. I'll just stick to your Claire that you brought out. She's enough for now. Where's Picard? Season 2. Bring back Season 2. They had the guy from Salvation on Picard. See, I love Salvation. That was awesome. Sad that it's no longer going to be made. Just wanted to find out what was going on with the spaceship. Were they actually going to go into space? What about restoring the government? You know, he quit the presidency. I'm sort of left hanging now. You know, they're dealing with the Russians and all that stuff. So, oh well. It was called Salvation, if you didn't know about it. And so, I hope that helps anybody who's kind of wondering what to do with their life now. You get a 10% raise. As we all know that one. Even Mormons joke about that one. But, yep. Sure enough, it's a protection racket in the church. When are you going to leave? Yeah, you have to figure out what kind of a life, what kind of morals you're going to live, and if you're going to select a religion, are you going to go back into a religion that deceives you? You know, Christians talk Jesus, they talk about morality, just like the Mormon church did. Because the church wanted to claim they're Christian. The only difference is they don't have Joseph with rocks and a hat, seeing Heavenly Father and the Christian Jesus as a Jewish religion, or seeing the angel Moroni, which was called Nephi, who was called Nephi. As you can see that he was naked under his robe. Read it again. It's hilarious. I read it to well, she's now the woman formerly called my second ex, but I read it to her. And she was like, no. He could just tell that, no. He's not wearing the magic underwear, dear. He's only wearing a robe, which is sheer. He can see through to his bosom. What do you think that means? If you were in a sheer robe, and I could see through to your bosom, what do you think that means? She was still in denial. But, yeah, she also, after she divorced me, she also was concerned that if she left the church to do what I did, that she would then have to have sex with everybody. I'm like, what the hell? Who told you that? What the... You know, it's that extremism. Oh, if we can't be Mormon, then we have to be pure evil. No! So, alrighty. I hope you understand. You don't need to be evil if you leave the church. That needs to be my title rather than whatever I had here. You don't need to be evil to leave Mormonism. Something like that. Alright. You just have to figure out that you don't take away other people's agency. Christians take away other people's agency. Sorry guys, you do. That's wrong. That's why your religion is wanting to be a part of the religious freedom movement with the church. You should not be having alliances with the church. That should have been your first clue that your religion is wrong if they're trying to work with the church, the Mormon church. Alrighty. I have no choice but to be evil now. I don't want to be evil. Oh no. What do I do? I guess I have to stay in the Mormon church.